Ukweli. You know how we do, man. Sporadic.
Yeah, sporadic, innit?
Sporadic, tunazidi hapa hivi.
Yeah.
Speaking philosophy on rap and development in the 254 year.
Yeah.
O to the J.
Kladsman here.
You know how we do, man.
Yeah, this is it, man. Right.
Fear. Fear. Tulikuwa na intro fulani ya fear and the people walikama waka bitch about like quality ilikuwa imedunda and as I explained even kwa like page and you as pia mnafaa kama mwingiage kwa page design like
wewe by the kuna msali sema upunguze hiyo casting kidogo.
Hiyo ni shauri yao, wanaweza kuona podcast yao. Wanaweza kuona podcast yao because this is not radio. But Ghost in the Shell we are continuing kwa intro yetu ya fear and essentially tulikuwa tunaangalia fear being like an emotional response to kitu yoyote ile.
Yeah. Especially if you're anticipating some outcome that is not something good out of something that has either happened or something that you're about to do. Then when you anticipate some outcome that's not going to be palatable, then you're going to end up with fear.
So essentially fear, I saw an animal in a pig around you.
It's kwa jungle.
Man, as in 254, man, 254.
Yeah.
Living with nature. But fear in form like kitu kai an automatic response ile ni kitu auja anticipate, uja expect.
Yeah.
And essentially fear ukami inakamsea na kuwa in a sense kwa kuwa emotional. I sort of feel like fear in a kurob of identity yako, ile identity umezoea as a stable state. How do you feel?
Yeah, somehow you can put it that way. Ideally, when someone is in a state of fear, ana lose, not actually identity, ana lose ile guard enyameka towards his identity or her identity. So you forget the things, the protective devices that you've put yourself, the psychological protective weapons that you've put to yourself.
Indeed.
They'll be worn out when you're in a state of fear because now the outside world will perceive your real self. Ideally utakuwa stripped down.
I like that. I like that because when we're doing identity, we saw identity ikiwa like a multiplicity of variables. Zile zinakam kuinform kitu sasa hiyo tuna condense into identity.
Yes.
But fear inafanya unasahau how to be rational. Inafanya like responses zako even if when you fulani ukiona nyoka sometimes umesikia msaki squeal ka panya.
It's true.
Yeah.
You strip off the guard that you put initially, especially when you're in a state of fear. And when we were talking about identity, remember when we were talking about camouflage? You'll strip off your camouflage.
Indeed.
So ideally you'll show off the things that you're not supposed to actually show.
Like the guy in the mirror saying yana come to the fore. Alafu wasewa naona either sometimes fear ni poa sile uko peke yako. Hiyo woga yako utaipeleka to your grave. But often iki happen sile uko na manegas. Kuna ile unataka kuprotect forgive me. Identity ile uko nayo already. But also kuna like the automatic response to hiyo kitu uja anticipate.
Yes, exactly. Like Tupac says in his lines, anasema dying inside but outside looking fearless. So ideally hiyo kenye tulikuwa nasema identity cover, the camouflage. Umejifunika vizuri. Nje unaonekana uko fearless, but ideally inside you're burning.
You're quaking in your boots.
Inside you're really shaking.
So in a sense that reminds me of a moniker, not a moniker, like kuna msemo ile watu wanganasema. Eti fear is the mind killer. Fear ina kill ideas, fear ina kill motivation. Yes, it's true. Like Trevor Leslie was actually saying that your brain is your mind is the enemy, and it's actually where fear is normally planted. So wanga ina cause a lot of damage when you look at it. If you trust your mind so much. I like your use of mostly planted because kuna zile fear ziko ingrained, for example ka kuchomeka. Once umechomeka before, then you seriously your body inajua like moto si kitu ya kukaribia sana. Shower pia usiweke moto niko nataka kubuild like human soup.
Exactly. So there is that embedded, actually that's not embedded, I think it's embedded knowledge whereby out of fear,
it is learned.
Yes, it's learned.
Yeah.
So basically it becomes part of you. So you know that fire burns. You know that ice is cold. You can't stay in ice for too long.
Like a needle will prick you.
Yeah, exactly. So out of fear comes knowledge. And now it's learned.
Now it's learned.
Yes. So that now you don't do certain things not because of fear,
Indeed.
but because you know the results.
And so in knowing, then we are defeating fear, because fear ina happen kwa a vacuum ya information.
Yes.
The reason why kuna wase wanaweza handle cobras, kuna wase wanaweza quote unquote serenade,
Yes.
wakiplay na poisonous snakes, ni because wamejua kuzihandle. They have some information ile wanaweza tumia kuhandle hizi wanyama.
They have knowledge.
So knowledge ni nemesis ya fear. The absence
is the antidote.
Yeah, it is the antidote. True.
It is. Yes. Yeah. So we can use knowledge as an antidote to fear. I'll give you an example. Currently, we have story buildings, very tall buildings. But think of someone who has never been in that kind of an environment. The moment you take them to the last floor on the tallest building in your city, ideally they'll be fearful. Or someone entering a lift for the first time and going so high.
You know, like hizo ni like heights kubwa. Normally hata kwa escalator unakuta like wase get like your cousin from Shark Zombie ni aji like escalator tuende ile design.
Yeah.
Man utakaa umescrew brother.
Exactly. It's very very scary. So you're saying that, but if this person gains knowledge and knows that the building will never fall, not anytime soon, and the escalator will always take them to the farthest floor and take them back down to the ground, they'll be less fearful.
They'll be less fearful also because we have a repository of buildings not falling down.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
So wanafa kushkarada, like, you know, even if you get that job as a window cleaner, the first few times, I'm sure, man, as in, I wouldn't do that job, man.
No, I wouldn't, man.
Not because I didn't fear heights. Okay, sometimes I fear heights. What the people, watch it, sometimes I fear height. But, you know, as a window cleaner, desperation sometimes is outdo fear.
Yes. So think of flying as well. I mean, like if you're flying for the first time, obviously there's that fear because you're just hanging somewhere in the sky, and you know you're used to the ground level. So there are lots of things that. But you see, after knowing that, okay, you took off very well and you landed very well, then the next time you take a flight, you'll be comfortable.
And somehow even the fear of flying ilikuwa overtaken by the fear of terrorists.
Yeah,
because exactly. Usually wasa walikuwa wanaogopa kufly, but squeeze una worry more about there being some, you know, extremist hapo ndani ya ndege anataka plunge into a building.
So actually there's no longer fear of flying, right? It's the fear of
terrorism. You know, like a more extreme fear may overtake hapo hivyo. Because essentially hata ni kitu in your everyday life.
Yes.
When it comes to like kupika kwenye jikoni. I mean, surely uko na fear ya kukatwa. Everyone seriously uko na fear ya kukatwa unless pia kuna watu na psychological issues za kujipiga wembe. But hiyo fear ya kujikata normally ifanyangi ati mtu asienda kata hiyo cucumber na onions and whatnot to prepare broth, you know.
Exactly.
So Klads, I'm feeling like, you know, when we say fear, antidote yake is perchance like information.
Yes.
Then there's a lead up to, you know, as evolution, some of the best ile place tumefika on in our evolution process. We are information sponges.
Yes, we're in the information stage. Actually, I think we are going beyond information age. There's something else that's coming.
Something else is coming. This is something Generation Z, because you know, we are millennials. You see, millennials up to including the last of millennials. You know, we are insatiable because say tuko na information age. The internet iko accessible to watu.
Yes.
And because of our curiosities, you don't want to be upended by kitu haujui. Then tunakuwa na culture fulani ya information. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, information is key. I mean, nowadays people sell information. We get paid when we put our information online. So people get paid to just educate and also, you know, share information that they have.
Then it seems synonymous with the information age is the attention economy.
Yes. Yes.
Attention economy, because kila mtu we are insatiable. we become such an economy ile iko open to like, you know, attention yetu sasa ndio imefanya fear imekuwa commodified.
Exactly.
Because we need the information so that tusiwe wale watu hawajui. Isiwe tumepokonywa yani rationality yako by not knowing.
I know, and you know, attention economy also is good for breeding a culture of fear. And I don't know how it's run, but ideally, is it good to, let's say if we want someone to buy some medicine or something, is it alright for me to do an advertisement that's so fearful?
I reckon it's similar to then, like selling insurance.
Yeah.
Because you cannot sell insurance by kuambia msee like, look, uko na digs, uko na base, uko na gari. Everything is good, pay me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I get it. So you have to like
the caveat.
You have to bring in fear.
The caveat has to be like things happen.
People fear of losing what they have because they are so attached to materialism through the economy of today.
Yeah.
But in fact, we've just gotten to the point I was looking for. We are moving away from the information age. Because out of information age, a new birth is coming whereby people are going to be detached. You see, right now, people are still attached to what they feel that they might lose for them to get the insurance or for them to get something or some cover.
Indeed.
Okay? But we are moving towards an age of detachment whereby things will be just so fluid in that whatever you have in your mind is enough. Whatever you have in your head is enough. Whatever knowledge you have is enough.
Indeed. And to build on that, I sort of feel like, you know, the you know, attention economy in a breed a dark side which informs this detachment in a way, because the detachment come from an assault, a barrage of information. Every other time tuna get like, you know, different mediums zina cover ile news tunaangalia the people we told you to go outside
exactly like so mkisikia ma planes inapita pia, you know, guys are seeking attention
and you see like, you know, when we are assaulted by a barrage of information and competing mediums zile zinataka kupatia information, because we just do not want to know that there was an accident. Tunataka kujua kama kuna msee kwa social media alirekodi hiyo tanka ikilipuka or kama msee aliona udingo akichomwa, you know, we always wanted and to anesthetize to the natural responses tulikuwa tumezoea.
Exactly.
Starving kids right now on TV, wase wengi wanaona they'll flip channel and the Cartoon Network because you know, the attention economy to assault na so much information that sahi tuko immune.
Exactly. Like you see now, we have organizations, we have bloggers, we have religions, those that go to a great length to seize attention. Unapata like some religions, unapata they promise so many things. They promise cure, they promise, I don't know, miracles and all that. And you know, people will go for that because they're using that now to get attention.
And you know, there's wakiuzia ku get attention. They always know that once umepatiana hiyo information, then utakuwa complete. Na msee, you'd want the person arudi hapo kwako tena kupatia information. So even the attention economy ikona working zake is such that upatiwi the complete equation, unapatiwa in bits. In attention economy always needs to build on your fear. So inakupatia information ikona scarcity flani. The variables are never complete. So whenever it's say like, you know, like in a religious way, like, you know, if you live badly, utenda hell. But we'll break it down for you through the course of your lifetime how not to get there.
So someone defines for you your future.
So every other Sunday uta need back.
Get back.
And you know, how do they do that? You know, like I sort of feel like, you know, even kwa hip hop and in entertainment, a lot of people wanganatumia say for example vitu kama clickbait. Clickbait ama cliffhangers. Unaweza kuta like kule msanii anakam anakuspitia buzz zingine crazy, and this is a stylistic technique sometimes. Like you'll find a preview to ngoma ingine as an interlude ndani ya album. Create attention, create something so delightful that hiyo scarcity yake you feel like imekupokonya something which you'll need, itakukeep yani rooted waiting on the next album.
True. Anyway, we'll leave you guys to judge that.
Yeah, like that's how it happens.
Yes.
And clickbait is also a way where like the media wanatumianga kuget wase. Because clickbait wangani is so heavy in a sense that like when you're scrolling, to see how this guy enlarge something or see how ile change will happen in your makeup to a point ile scroll and usione, you feel like sasa wewe ndio utakuwa fala fulani because you really do not know chenye ina happen hapo hivyo. You feel as if sasa ile ignorance utakuwa umeachwa nayo is crippling in a sense because everyone will be talking about it and utakuwa unaiget. In a sense pia like betting ile sahi imetake root in the 254. Like if hauna information about venye teams in a play about the histories matchups, then you kind of face like the kind of ignorance ile ina ku deny winnings,
because you don't know the familiarities of the teams. Haujui team gani ushinda. You have no history. But you see again, the love of money, like you really want money, you need it. So inakupush kwanza kubet hata ka watching ball.
And it is a fear of lack of ndio inakupush anyway kwa extremities za kuitafuta. And so like we see fear when it becomes commodified in such a way, like clickbait, social media personalities, bloggers, vloggers, wasani and entertainment, for example. You look at exaggeration. Exaggeration is a way to capitalize on fear. Because why the hell would people go to look at there's this weird family wako na shows zingine kubwa. I think Kanye is married to one of them. So they're just normal people. And in a sense pia ni kitu kama Big Brother. They're very normal people, but because tuna exaggerate sana like the human interactions between normal people, then it becomes an entertainment show ile everyone wants to watch.
It's like someone was saying David Blaine that he's performing miracles. I mean, how do you sleep in a water tank for days? Was it a water tank or something? What's so different? I mean, what's so unique in that?
Tricks of the trade. and tricks of the trade is such that in philosophy, break down your philosophy happen into science, mathematics, religion and magic. Kuna tricks zile wale wase wako huko juu, it's like a pyramid scheme, except for like science ili move away from that and mathematics. But with these other ones ni wale wase wako kwa echelon za juu ndio wanajua tricks of the trade. Sisi wale hatujui we are rooted there.
Ama it's like they just do this stance to try and gauge how many fools are there in the world. I mean, how many fools can be going there to just watch
it's cruel.
This guy and he's not gonna eat for a week. Analala stew somewhere on top there.
Damn.
And people have not eaten in Turkana for years, man. Alafu msana kama anasema that's a trick. So there's no trick there.
You make me feel bad about kuona kini macho yani nikiwa mtoi. That mwindi akituweka marambo, pambo, boom, boom. Kumbe alikuwa anatoshanisha maana za like because there was always a kid who anambia like hiyo ya ulikumeficha. It's somewhere near your sock, brother, iko hapo hivyo. So anyway, tukiangalia commodification ya fear, we also see it say like in false narratives, and we have false narratives sahi kwa propaganda, and politicians tend to use that a lot. Politicians, political operatives wanatumia fear sana. For example, we just had a bungled election. But kuna ile narrative ya wase wakiongea juu ya ati let's stay peaceful, let's keep the peace, and you're talking to rational creatures by impose a message so much that George Orwell is rolling in his grave laughing, by the way, because it's a stylistic technique ya kukamkushika watu, yani like preach kitu. What do you expect as a response? Because like you'll probably anticipate an outright negative response ama an outright rebellion ya hiyo message unaeka. It's a false narrative ya ku build into an image ya ati like we are above board. Sisi ndio tuko vizuri. And anyone else not preaching it ndio like the negative side. So
that's a problem. That's the perception that is really not part of our making, because at this day and age of information, I mean, we need to respect each other's intellectual levels, because I mean, you don't need to tell someone that look, don't go to the fire. I mean, you need to respect that this person also knows that the fire is hot, it's gonna burn. Okay, so. And a lot of people are coming to me and saying, "Oh, preach peace." They're sending me messages and all that. Okay.
We've been living peacefully for years.
Exactly.
Why does it have to be like to a point like if you can place, you have to make it so pronounced?
Yeah.
And wanajua like this message ikianza kuping, it goes to the area ya social media, which is unscripted, unedited, uncurated, na iko na information overload. So it's such a place where like information ina thrive because kila mtu ana compete for attention. So in social media kuna like exaggerations nyingi zina happen, and because hakuna editing yoyote ime happen hapo, unakam una get like bizarre ways. It becomes,
and I think I like what you've just said, because that now proves to me that we're moving our generation from the information age to a detachment age, because a lot of people have been detached from materialism and the aspects of the three-dimensional world that we're living in will not really care much about being attached to anything or focusing on loss or something.
Okay? Focus inapotea.
Yeah, focus inapotea. So ideally, it's we're not going to look at what do I have for this world. We're going to be detached in the future.
Yeah.
And I think,
and your detachment, it just because when you look at it, your detachment in a come. Now, as detachment builds, people keep finding like dark sides za entertainment za kugrab attention. For example, sasa rather than kuangalia like what an actor did, entertainment inakuwa gossip about the actor's life, or inakuwa about bizarre shows like 1,000 Ways to Die. They become stories inafuata eccentric people, esoteric stories zile zina overwhelm the need to properly understand na kudisseminate information. So kwa kutinga, I was just thinking like to ask a couple of questions zile will lead up to because in ethics ya fear tunaangalia and how ina build into age ile tuko now. This is a zeitgeist ya information as we progress to generation Z. So does the ethics of fear rob us of the ability to fail and hence learn? Because bila kufear atuna fear ina inform processes zetu za kulan. Fear ina inform morality in a sense kwa watu wengi. So when tumenyang'anywa hiyo fear by too much information, when we cannot fail, when we cannot fail, how do we learn? Because consistently, see, don't you feel like inaweza come is enough, say like creativity, is enough, say experimentation, because if it's not broke, why fix it?
No, but you see, what I'm thinking is this. I like the idea. What we do is when we move to the age of detachment, we will not need fear to create, because we will just create spontaneously. That's what I'm thinking.
This is one of the queries zile ziko kwa like as we progress also towards AI, is that what will serendipity look like to artificial intelligence? Because the creative space inatoka from point zero. One of the toughest things for us as artists ni ati from nothingness tuna create something original, tunatoa something ile kwa hii universe iko exist.
I think we don't need fear to create. Because someone was saying,
no we don't. No, we don't. Yeah.
Yes. Because someone was saying
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. I think it's about it's our education. I mean, not even our education. It's what we've been taught. We've been taught in a different way.
This is the learned fear we're talking about previously.
So we've learned out of fear, and someone came up with a saying that necessity, being the mother of invention. I think we need to move out of that.
That sounds like a very teleological ethics question, because it doesn't particularly inform like the sciences or mathematics, because inangalia the end function kukua the very definition ya nature ya kitu. In so far as hata nikiambia douche previously like tunaita fork ukisikia unajua kazi yake ni nini. But I feel in a sense necessity isn't really a good driver for invention.
Exactly.
Because
we don't need to wait for the need for us to invent something. You don't need to wait for you to be thirsty for you to start looking for water. That's exactly what I'm saying. But you see, with the information age, you'll just know that you'll be thirsty in the next 7 days.
That is the fear of necessity then, which inform invention. The fear of your necessity, because we anticipate a future mali perchance is source ya maji ama nourishment itakuwa imeisha.
No, but that's fear, not kuisha.
Yeah.
But you need supply.
That is a fear of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you need the supply.
So with unlimited supply and without limitation ya resources, do we not just dumb down, number ourselves to, zile vitu zina to inform as creative animals? Because
we are creative animals.
We are, in fact, insofar as we know, because hatuja concentrate sana ku understand wanyama wengine, we are the most creative of the animal species. Although somewhat tunaweza sema like, dogi zina understand lugha zote za binadamu. Dogi inaitwa na mchina itajua, na dogi inaitwa na kijaka itashika. Anyway, that is a question for another day.
Yeah.
So essentially I deviate. The people I deviate. So ethics ya fear, an intro again, because ile ingine ilikuwa imehappen design.
Yeah.
We're coming to get you, Sporadik.
Yeah.
254 ile mlango mtasikia tuko nje leo.